Okay guys, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to be doing one of the projects I promised you guys about. We're going to be doing a simple calculator project. We're going to be writing a code on how to make some few operational calculations like additions, subtractions, multiplications, and some other ones that we might want to add. Okay, so without wasting further time, we'll start with a comment. This comment is to let our students know what they're actually going to be seeing. So it's just to comment the details of our programming. Okay, so it is to build a simple calculator using Python. Okay, now the essence of this project is to build a simple calculator using Python. So the first thing the next thing we're going to do is to define our operations. This simply means what are the operations we are going to be carrying out. Okay, so we're going to be doing some operations, so we're going to have some definitions to make as well. So for you to be able to define some of these operations we're going to do, you're going to define them, and to define them you have to start with the word def. It's a keyword, def, standing for definition. So the first one is addition. You input our variable or parameter, then you return same, x plus y. Okay, so we make another definition. Let's say subtract. We want to subtract, we return same. Next one is multiply. Okay, so we multiply x comma y, then you return x asterisk y. Next thing we're going to do is to define another operation rather. Sorry, divide. The divide is the next one. You return same, x divided by y. Okay, so let's go further to define another one, exponent. X comma y, so we return same. So the formula for exponent, double asterisk y. Sorry, left out some vital part of the asterisk of the syntax. That's why the red lines are showing. Okay, so having done this, the first thing we're going to do is to print out where a user is going to select which operation to carry out. Okay, so we're going to be printing out select your operation. Select your operation. So we're telling the user to select his or her operation. So, and the operations are one dot addition, like we've defined before. Second one is two dot subtraction. Okay, so the third one is 3 dots multiplication. Okay, so the next one is 4 dots division. Okay, so the fifth one is 5 dots exponentiation. Okay, so having done this, the next thing we are going to be doing next is to give a condition that will make this operation to work. And one of the conditions we are going to be using is a while loop condition. A while loop condition. So we'll start by using the syntax while true. That means while any of these operation is selected. While any of these operations is selected. Now the next thing we are going to have is to make a choice. We make a choice, and for us to make a choice, that means we are going to be using an input. And as we are going to use an input, we are going to be requiring the user to actually select a particular operation to carry out. So we're going to use our input function. So we'll ask the user to select the operation to carry out or to perform. Select the operation to carry out, and these are the operations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we'll add a new line. The essence of this backstroke and end is to have a new line so that whenever a user wants to actually put any of these selections, it will not be in the same line with the question. It will be underneath, so it will be clearly seen. Okay, so the next thing now is going to be the condition proper. Now, if choice is equal to one of these, let's say 1, comma, colon. If choice is equal to 1, now we are going to ask the user to select his number. So we're going to be also getting an input from the user as well. So we'll ask the user, what is your first number? What is your first number? Then we also have a second one where we'll ask the user using an input function, what is your second number? Okay. Now we're going to give a syntax. This syntax is to actually add up these two numbers since we're actually working on addition. So we'll have number equal to num1 plus num2, and we'll print. Now in this print, now we're going to use formatted strings like we've treated in one of our courses. We'll start with F, then either double or single quotation. It said addition of num1. Okay, you know, the essence of this curly braces is to dynamically insert a variable that will have a meaning into our print statement. So we'll have add this and this num2. So addition of num1 and num2 is number. Okay, so with this now we'll be able to get if what we have done so far is correct. So let's test run this addition that we've done and see what happens. Okay, so now the computer is asking us to select the operation to carry out. Let's say 1 because that's the sorry. Let's select 1 because that's the only one we have been able to code right now. Click on enter. Now what is your first number? It's asking of my first number. Let's say 200. Enter. What is your second number? Second number, let's say 300. Then you click enter. Okay, now the result is displayed. Addition of 200 and 300 is equal to 2000, 3000. Now, do you know why this thing is assumed to be in this format? Now, it is very simple. When you look at our program, like I've taught you in our previous classes, that whenever you're having an input, you're having what? A string. And in string concatenation is just like what we have done. String concatenation is what the operation has been carried out as, instead of addition. It simply joins the two numbers together, which is string concatenation. Now, this line of code now is being seen as a string. Whatever number you are putting here is not seen as a number to be added together. It's just a number that can be joined together based on string concatenation. So for you to be able to solve this problem, we'll have to convert this string to an integer by affixing int in front of each of them. Okay, so int. Now observe that the code did not generate any error. It did not display that we made a mistake, but you and I know that 200 plus 300 is not supposed to be 2000, 200, 300. Okay, so that is that. After we have made some the needed correction, let's rerun our program. Let's stop it here and rerun our program again. Okay, select the operation to perform. Let's select 1. What is your first number? Let's say 200. What is your second number? 300. Okay, now you can see addition of 200 and 300 is 500. Now the system is still asking us to select the operation to perform. Do you understand? That means if we still want to perform any other operations, the system is asking us to select that. Okay, since we are not performing any other operation because we have not done for any other operator yet, so we are going to leave it for now and proceed. Now, the next step we're going to be taking is to code for other operators. So, since we have started with an if statement and the condition is to continue because we have so many other options. So, in case a user doesn't want to add, he or she may want to subtract or multiply. So, we use elif. Elif choice, that is, if the first choice is not the user's choice, it could be the second choice. So elif choice equal to 2. We're going to tell it what to do. So what we are going to do here now is to copy the whole of this instead of typing it all over again. So we'll copy the whole of it and paste it here and make some necessary adjustments. So instead of plus here, it will be minus. Instead of addition here, it will be subtraction. Okay, so what are the next other things that we need to do? Okay, so I think this is that for the subtraction. We are still going to do that for other ones. Okay, so let's proceed without wasting further time. Elif choice is equal to the third one. So we're going to paste what we've copied previously, and the third one is subtraction, sorry, multiplication. So asterisk. So here is going to be multiplication. Multiplication of this and this is this. Okay, so the next one is going to be choice equal to 4. We'll paste what we've copied before and make some few corrections. This one is divide. Use forward stroke. So we say division of this and this is this. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is for exponentiation. Choice equal to 5. Sorry. Paste same here. So here we're going to use double asterisk because we're actually so we use exponentiation. Exponentiation of this and this is equal to this. Okay, so the code is becoming a bit longer. Probably I might have to divide the project in two ways. So you will first of all observe this. After this, I'm going to add some other things we're going to do here. So let's go for the other operations we have actually coded. Now the reason why these lines are showing is because by default PyCharm would want each definition to have two blank line spaces. So when you observe, once I put the next blank line, the lines will go away. Okay, so I add another line here to disappear. Add another one here to disappear. Add another one here to disappear. Okay, so you can see now that our code is taking shape. So the next thing we are going to do now is to test for the other operations. Let's go for 2, which is subtraction. What is my first number? 500. Enter. What is my second number? 100. Enter. Okay, so subtraction of 500 and 100 is 400. Select the operation to perform. It's still asking us to select the operation. So let's go for 3. What is your first number? Let's say 600. What is your second number? 2. So multiplication of 600 and 2 is equal to 1200. Okay, so the question goes by, do you select the operation to perform? Go for 4. Sorry. 4. What is your first number? First number is let's say 100. What is your second number? 5. Division of 100 and 5 is 20. Okay, select the next operation. Let's say 5. What is your first number? Let's say 10. What is your second number? 3. 10 raised to power 3. Okay, exponentiation of 10 and 3 is 1000. Okay, so I think the code is getting too long. I'm going to end it here and continue in the next class. So you won't get confused. Okay, so I'm going to stop here right now. We're continuing in the next class, so it won't get too long.